Thank you, Artie. Well, thanks so much. It's great to be with you. You know, at my age, it's great to be anywhere, but I'm glad to be here with you. And I loved the message that the mayor gave us, because I talk a lot about passion, and passion to me is a key word in being a great teacher. I'm going to talk about a lot of little different things that have crossed my mind. I thought about, you know, I could come with a long message that's here and there, but I thought, well, I'm going to kind of hit a lot of different things that I think have made a difference to me as a teacher, and I've never lost the love of teaching. And this is the start of my 47th year teaching. And I don't know whether you know, but I started out as a classroom teacher, as a 5th grade teacher, taught kindergarten, taught PE, coached basketball, and then I was at Arizona State University for 33 years, and then I retired, and I've been with Gopher for 8 years. So I thank Andy Tupy and Gopher for paying my way here. They were very good about paying my expenses. So. And I thank Artie for the tremendous work you did, Artie, in organizing something like this. I told him he's a master. To put together things like this seems simple, but give him a hand, he deserves it. Let's move on. I'll be done at 9:30, whether I'm done or not. You'll never know the difference, okay? Because I'm a believer in staying on time. That's just my nature. Let's just take a look at some things that influence learning. This is a study that looked at 11,000 different findings and many studies, and analyzed 50 years of research and put them together and said, what things really influence learning? And they broke it into 2 categories: direct influences, amount of time you spend on a topic, how you interact with kids, and classroom management. And then they looked at some of those indirect things that you know very well: school policies, federal policies, all these policies, because deep down we really don't trust you. We really need to mandate that you do certain things. I've been a free spirit forever, and I will continue to be a free spirit, and I'm a hell of a good teacher, and I don't need a mandate to make me a good teacher, okay? But having said that, when you look at factors that influence learning, number 1, 11,000 studies, classroom management. If you really want to know how you're going to be valued in your school and how you're going to be valued by your parents, it's going to be by how you manage kids. Principals don't know a lick about PE half the time. Parents know even less. But one thing they do know is when kids are bouncing off the wall, and when kids are behaving, and when they're not bullying, and all those kinds of things. And you're always evaluated, and your program's always evaluated on your ability to manage kids and make them better people. There's just no way around that. When you look at the least positive influences, they all fall into policies and demographics: the size of your class, school demographics, if you want to see a definition of those things, the size of your school, the size of your class, the school district size. None of those things have much impact. In fact, when you looked at the chart, these are T-scores, so it's a mean of 50, and 40 is one standard deviation below the mean, and 60 is one standard deviation above. You can see that these really aren't all that influential. So when it comes down to it, how you manage kids, the time you spend with kids, and how you deal with kids has much more influence than what you teach. Now, I don't want you to be a knucklehead and just roll out the ball. That's not my point. I know a little bit about curriculum. I've written a couple books along the way. I value curriculum. I value any good curriculum.